Hello, welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. How are you? I hope you're doing well. We are in the middle of September, almost approaching the equinox, and Japan has started to cool down a little bit. Where I live, it was 30 Celsius today, and it's supposed to start going down from here. So we're almost again at the equinox. So today I was outside and I saw crickets. So generally in Japan, when you move from cicadas in the trees to crickets hopping around and singing at night, that means, autumn is coming on. In any case, the beer we have today is a very unusual one. It's a limited one. It's from Suntory, and it is called Suntory KANPAI Beer. And this was released on the 9th of September 2025, and today is the 19th, and so about 10 days ago. It's a 5.5% lager, and many of you may know that the word kanpai in Japanese means cheers. It's a word to use for toasting. And this beer had been sold, as you know, or maybe you don't know, we have an expo going on, an Osaka Expo 2025, and it's been going on for a while. This beer was sold for 2 months during that time, and during that time they collected responses from people, asking them about the beer and what they thought about the beer, what could be improved about the beer, and they got responses from 28,521 people from 93 different countries. And so these are people who are attending the Osaka Expo and trying the beer and filling out a questionnaire about it. And what they did after that with the customer feedback, they reviewed the responses and changed the beer and changed the hop varieties, adjusted the amount of malt, etc. And so some of the responses are shown on the label here. So too weak, or too strong, or too bitter, etc. So based on what they got from the respondees, they changed the beer, and that's the beer that they started selling on September 9th in cans here. Costs 264 yen. That would be about maybe $1.70, something like that, in US dollar terms. So it is a very limited edition, and so let's give it a go, shall we? Interesting idea. And of course, I'm sure brewers often do have, or and food companies too, focus groups and that sort of thing. But generally, I think they might be a little bit more experienced as beer drinkers here. Okay, so it is typically crystal clear, medium gold color. This is what most Japanese major beers look like. They're absolutely perfectly clear. Very light carbonation rising, and about a quarter finger of foam here. And aroma. Okay. It's got a slightly pungent, citrusy sort of nose. Mild bitterness. Sort of indistinct sort of maltiness. Yeah. Cheers. Kanpai. Yeah. Okay. Mildly malty. The hops make an appearance pretty quickly. It feels like kind of an underdone Pilsner. It's not unpleasant, but certainly doesn't have strong characteristics in any way. So, I mean, it does have the light maltiness, light bready sort of maltiness, and kind of a hint of citrus. Bitterness kicks in, but it's very mild. fades away rather quickly, which is a characteristic of many Japanese mass market lagers. The taste is not very strong, and it gets weaker from there. So, yeah, I don't know. This is okay. It's not a beer I would go out of my way to buy again. Certainly, it's an interesting idea, I guess. Asking people, 25,521 people, 28,521, and getting their ideas about the beer. I think you could look at it in a couple of ways. First of all, by doing that, you're lowering the quality, the characteristics of the beer to the lowest common denominator. And depending on how experienced these people were as beer drinkers. The other way you could look at it is they want to know their market, and they're adjusting the beer to suit their customers, and likely to get better sales that way. So, this Suntory is one of the four major beer companies. They know their business, and they tend to put out beers that they think will sell. And I guess that's what they're attempting to do with this, except that it is a limited edition beer. It's kind of a gimmick beer. So, yeah. In any case, this is in the stores now. You can find it in convenience stores, liquor stores, and if you want, give it a go. It is limited, so it's not going to be around too long. I don't know. Try it and see. It's inoffensive. It's well made, as all major company beers are. It doesn't have a lot of character, but you could certainly would be very refreshing if you're out there at the expo on a hot day. That's all right. Nothing bad about it. Nothing really terribly good about it either. So, if you're in Japan, I hope you have a chance to get out to the expo. I haven't been. It's been very crowded, and but maybe the crowds will level off now that summer's over and schools are in session, so there won't be families out there so much. But in any case, please do take care, stay healthy, and drink good beer. Bye-bye.